2, 1, go. Happy Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. 7 something. I am on my way to work. And say goodbye to the neighborhood for the day. This is a little bit away from my neighborhood. We're getting on the highway now. Even though it says freeway entrance, that is what I have to see. That stupid ass sign. Even though technically I don't think it's a freeway. That's just my opinion. Yeah, freeway entrance. Is it really a freeway entrance? I don't know. Here. This is what I get to see every day on my way to work. My car really wants to drive fast, but I will not let it. So yeah, that is my view when I am on my way to work. Yes, thank you. My dudes, I am over going to work. Seriously, like, and like, I should be up and ready to go by like 6:30. Like, the amount of mornings I am up, like, so super early. If I decided to get in the shower, ooh, all-wheel drive is working. Really messed up. Like, whenever I turn, all-wheel drive comes on for whatever reason, and I've got to get into the other lane because I am not. There we go. And because of the sun, people are driving like total dumbasses. Anywho. So yeah, tell me what's up. Tell me what's going on. Tell me something good because, yeah. So, I currently have a complaint filed against GoFundMe. The Fiverr complaint I am keeping open. I'm not closing that shit to save my life. And I officially have filed a complaint against Fiverr with the Attorney General's office last month. I'm not really sure. And then, so there is a company in New York City called Deloitte, D-E-L-I-O-T-E, or 2 T's and an E, I'm not sure. So, a while ago, somebody on blah, 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 Twitter messaged me and said, hey, I'm from this company, blah, blah, blah. I can get you approved for X amount of money between $500 and $1,500 through the charity. I was like, okay. And then they wanted me to do the ID Me thing. I guess New York State has something called ID Me. Yeah, no. So I looked up this guy, found his LinkedIn profile, his picture, everything else, found his phone number and address. He lives in California. Called the guy. Was not the person. But the guy that I called in California knew who the person was because he had scammed him doing construction. Tell me how 6 degrees of separation that is. Because I told him, I was like, you know, I don't know anyone in California except for a couple of, famous people. And they wouldn't try to scam me because they do not need to. And I told him this, and he was like, no, I get it. And it was in a nice part of California, too. But the dude that I talked to was so nice. He was older and everything else. And he was like, I know this person. Because he was like, can you please forward me emails? And I did. And he was like, gotcha. I will be reaching out to you to follow up tomorrow. And I was like, all right, cool. He was very official sounding. He's a contractor. He's just a regular Joe. Cool. So Deloitte, I have come to figure out, is a probably billion-dollar financial corporation. Deals with people's funds, people's assets, financial accounting, financial auditing. There's one number that you can call, and you have to play, hopefully they transfer you to the right area game. And so I said, screw these people, they weren't taking it seriously. And I found the CEO's cell phone number, or at least desk number. It was a 212 number. And I could not pronounce his last name, some really complicated Italian last name that I was not even going to try to butcher, so I called him sir when I called him, because I think that is polite. But he never got back to me. And I even told the person who does complaints that I called the CEO. She was like, how'd you get his number? I was like, I looked it up. When I say I do research, I do research. Bro, I'm not stupid. I am sure people like to think that everybody in the world isn't going to do research like I do, but no, I do my effing research. Hopefully this person is not, thank you. I do my research, and I found I got 2 minutes to get to work. These lights are ridiculous. But yeah, so I filed a complaint against them yesterday because they wouldn't even tell me if the person worked there or not. So if the person worked there, then I would be 100% Gucci for doing the ID me and everything else, and figuring out if it was a scam or not. And they wouldn't even tell me. So now, you want to fuck around, and now you're gonna find out, because that's somebody representing your company. Sorry, my dudes. You're worth billions of dollars. You've got someone here saying, oh, Deloitte charity. Fuck you. If there's someone representing your company, and my pants are falling down. Yes. Because I need smaller pants. on my work email to file paperwork. So whatever. So yeah. So I officially filed a complaint against them. Do not be afraid to file complaints with the Better Business Bureau. And if you want to, go higher. Like I did with the Attorney General. I am sure that she could give two frigs about me. And that's fine, you know. But do not be afraid if you get screwed over by a company, a corporation, a business. Don't be afraid. And if worse comes to worse, if you're not using your cell phone to communicate like I am, and you're doing it on a laptop, take pictures with your cell phone and email it to them there. Like, email it to them that way. But you don't have to take crap from corporations, especially like billion-dollar ones, because I think that's what they want people to do. You know, they don't expect people to fight for themselves or defend themselves. And I used to be like that. Like, I used to apologize when I would get fucked over. And I'm not going to anymore. Like the other day, like on Friday when I stayed home because I wasn't feeling good. And I'll do a video about that. But don't be afraid to stand up for yourself if a business or company does you wrong. The only time I have not complained to the Better Business Bureau about a business is because they weren't registered with the Better Business Bureau. So I couldn't. But if you've got proof, or even if you feel you've been wronged and you just want to make like official like post about the business that goes beyond like Google or the business site, go to Better Business Bureau. You can click, I just want to leave a comment about this business, you know, and be as detailed as you can be, you know, because you're saving other people from being like scammed or hurt or whatever. Like the amount of people I've seen on the GoFundMe page on Instagram and the amount of harassment from Fiverr and from like other like fake agencies that say they promote GoFundMe pages that don't. Like, it is sad. And there are older people on there. The one chick from Fiverr that I worked with that started the whole thing, she actually had made an account, and I think it was to make herself look good, but it didn't. It was for a couple who both had Down syndrome, and they had bills. And it's like, either these people are real and they reached out to you for help, or you really scammed two people with Down syndrome who who have Down syndrome, period, which is sad and disgusting.
Morning.
Morning. So obviously they don't care. But Fiverr, their whole response is, we're not responsible, we're not responsible. They're freelancers, they're free agents. At some point, you are responsible. Because they're representing your company. And I don't know why no one else is fighting against them. But it is what it is. So I will be the one to fight. But on the Instagram account for GoFundMe, so many scammers. I was harassed by someone, but then when I looked up their GoFundMe page, GoFundMe has actually donated to them. So of course they're not going to take action against this person because they've donated towards this person, which I think is unethical. Like, you can't pick and choose who's worthy to get, like, the hat passed around or to how to use the funds that you've gotten from other people. You know, and it wasn't like $50, it was $2,000. So, and I've complained about it twice to GoFundMe. Everything that I've done, I've gone through the company first. I warned them in January about Fiverr. They did nothing. So finally I said, you know what? I'm not backing down. And they responded to me yesterday, and I told the person who I was emailing, I was like, I want to go through the Better Business Bureau now because I do not feel comfortable or safe talking with you, considering you did nothing when I was harassed by somebody that you donated to, and I'm assuming that's why it's not being addressed. So, I don't know. I want y'all to know what was going on and everything else. Did I tell you all that they also wanted me to get a subpoena to find out about the outcome of my complaint? And somebody by accident told me my account was on hold, and I did not know this. So, and they're like, please continue to share your campaign with family and friends. No, because I share my campaign and I get harassed. I'm afraid to share my campaign, which is really sad. So be careful with the people who if you decide to work with a promotion company for your GoFundMe, Kickstarter, whatever, just be careful. They do not care. They want your money, and they will get your money first and then disappear if they reach out to you on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. Second, be careful of GoFundMe. They do not have your back at all. They do not care. Third, stick up for yourself and fight for yourself because you're worth fighting for. For me, I felt like I wasn't worth fighting for a long time, and now I'm fighting the fight against anyone and everyone who has screwed me over during this time. And it's important that you do that. If you feel you've been wronged, and even if you don't, say you got a bad cup of coffee, even. I wrote a horrible review. Like, the coffee shop is called Motor Oil. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I like strong coffee. So I get a flavored coffee. It was like $8. She put a pump in a large cup of iced coffee. Couldn't even taste the flavoring. And it was pistachio flavoring. So you can taste pistachio flavoring. And I left a review on Google. And the owner of the shop got back to me and was like, come back in for a free coffee. Bro, I'm not coming back to your shop. Why? So, like, one of you can spit in my drink? I'm good. You know? Like, if you've had an experience, tell people. Because that'll save them time, money, everything else. And that'll make you feel empowered. I'm telling you, stick up for yourself. You're worth it. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Later.